up, my dudes? Welcome back to the House of Flux. Tonight I've got Squid with me. What's up, Squid?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm living the dream. It's Thursday. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right?
It's Thursday.
But say that one more time.
It's just Thursday.
Right? Thursdays have always, for me, I've always loved Thursdays because it's like Fridays are obviously the best day, but it's like Thursday's the pre-Friday, right?
I work on Fridays. Fridays are the only day right now that I work.
Oh, well, boo. Well, I mean, no, that means you still get Fridays because you have to go into work. So you're still like, yeah, weekend.
True.
Right?
I mean, it is what it is.
Right? We've got Cynthia Rhett, firefighter in the house. What's up? John H. also in the house. Dave. Oh, guys, that's a good reminder. I need to set up the stream. I am going to be raiding into MLS tonight because I, at 9 o'clock, will be over on MLS's channel with Solomon Anderson and Dave, and we're going to be discussing the Zachariah Anderson case, which I'm wearing my sweater because I love this sweater and I wear it all the time. It's actually a really nice sweater. So we're going to be over talking about Zachariah Anderson tonight, which is awesome.
That case makes me angry.
That case pisses me off to no end.
That case, my dad lives in that county.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Every time I start to talk about that case, I get super heated because how do you convict somebody on zero evidence? That's just my opinion. We also got Tammy. What's up, Tammy? Uncle Buck, Brad. What's up, Brad? Lisa.
Brad helped me out today. I gotta give Brad so much credit.
Oh, isn't Brad awesome?
Oh, I love him.
Brad got me internet on my computer because Mrs. Flux built this computer for me, which it is gorgeous. Like, just look at this thing. Like, yeah, that is beautiful. But like, so she built it for me, and she's more of a hardware person. And so when it comes to like the software, she was like, I think I know what I'm doing, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm like, got you. And she's like, I don't understand like something with the internet. And so I'm like, Brad, help me. And oh, thanks, Brad. My throwback photo. Yeah, I posted a photo on Twitter yesterday from when I was like our pre-deployment before we went over to Europe. And it was when my hair was like this short and I didn't have my gauges or anything. I'm like, oh, that was Flux before she was Flux.
I don't even have my ears pierced.
What?
I don't even
like not even once?
I had them pierced when I was little and my earrings got ripped out when I was playing basketball.
Oh, so that is horrific.
I had my cartilage pierced at one time, but that's it.
Oh, see, I want to get that done again. I used to have, I think it was this one done. And then when I joined the Army, obviously I had to take it out. But oh man, the first thing I did when I got out of the Army was get my gauges back. I was like, I need my gauges.
I can't even imagine. Like, my ears just hurt thinking about.
So it depends. Like, the first time I did it the right way, like slow, and did it, you know. It was the second time when I got out the Army and I said, F all of you mother forkers. I like started skipping, and yeah, I probably went a couple sizes too big too fast, but hey, my ears are, everything's good. And they're at the size where if I take them out, they will shrink back down.
That's always nice.
Yeah, that photo of me where like it looks like that was actually I had gauged my ears twice and they had already closed back twice already. So I'm like,
I can actually see the chat this time.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you see like the difference between the rumbles and the YouTubes?
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
That's that's weird. I don't have a Rumble, so I barely have a
Oh,
YouTube, so
that's fair. That's fair.
I have
No,
almost
it
12 subscribers.
oh, that is awesome. Guys,
I'm in
do any of my mods have links? If any of my mods have links to Squid's channel, I don't know if I'm pointing the right way.
oh, good lord, my mom is in the chat now.
Oh, Mama Squid! What's
Yep.
up, Mama Squid? Everybody say hi to Mama Squid. Now I feel I should be on better behavior.
God, what am I, 12? I love you guys, but
Mama Squid! Oh, that's awesome. I I don't think I don't think my mom even knows I have a YouTube. Yeah. But let's
my
see
dad
who
sent me
else.
my monitor and my keyboard, so he knows.
Oh, that is
It's a
awesome.
birthday present that's just a few months early.
Oh, happy birthday a few months early.
And IT goatee, I did get my camera to sit in my ring light.
Oh,
Cheers.
that's cool. See, I don't even have a ring light.
I can't touch it. It's a cheap ring light. Remember, I did a give, send, go for this, so I'm not like
Oh yeah,
I'm using the money wisely.
I got a couple of lights off of Amazon to try and get one mostly for my painting because like I need certain light for paint. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll be able to use those for my stream." That's so great. I should probably get a ring light.
I
Like
have a ring light, and then I stole the lamp from my daughter's room.
nice. Nice.
I mean, it's not perfect. I still have a little bit of shadow, but
Oh
it's
no, I
better
think it looks
than
good.
it's better than the harsh light that last time in my laptop propped up on a box. It was like,
I don't think it was bad. I thought it was it's definitely like definitely not the worst I've seen. 100%.
now I feel better because I got a mic and I got refurbished stuff. So it's used, but it still works.
Refurbished, I like that. But no,
Hey,
that's essentially how I started. I was like, let me just set my laptop up in my kitchen.
what made you want to start YouTube?
Um, mostly like after I got out of the service, I was really angry and I just wanted to yell into the ether. Um,
I'm still
and
really angry.
right? Well, that's why I still yell into the ether. That's why I talk to y'all all the time because I get to talk about all the frustration and all the anger that this government bestows upon us citizens on a daily basis.
I just want to be left alone.
Right?
Like,
Like, just leave me
leave
alone.
me alone. It's
I'll
not a
do
hard
my thing.
project.
You can do your thing. Kumbaya, this bitch.
Exactly.
Like,
That needs to be your merch.
right? Kumbaya, this bitch. I think that's my new saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that my new saying is we gotta kumbaya this bitch.
That needs a t-shirt.
Mm.
I'd buy it.
Man, I would definitely proudly wear that shirt.
I saw a t-shirt on Facebook the other day that says, "Be kind of a bitch."
I love that.
That's what I need.
I love that so much. And Mo has like the best graphic tees too. Like her best, like one of my favorite Mo shirts was I don't remember it now, but it had something to do with like giving winter a 1 star or giving people a 1 star.
I don't
But
want to people today.
yeah, peopling sucks. But Mo sent me a t-shirt for Christmas and it's actually the one in my if you look at my thumbnail for my Skyrim playthroughs, I'm like holding my shirt up and my shirt it's got a picture of a box with a cat in it and it says Schrodinger's cat and it's like dead, alive and both are checked. I love it so much.
You're the only other person that I can watch game and not be bored. The only other channel I can watch is Neebs.
I don't know who that is.
It's like 5 guys that play a bunch of games and it's their
Oh,
commentary that makes it. But
right?
you're the only other person that I can watch game and be like, "Okay, this is entertaining," and I'm not wanting to like
It's because
knock
I
myself
call
out.
all of them a bitch all the time, isn't it?
But I don't game.
Like, at all?
I play Among Us. That's it.
I've actually never played that.
It's fun, but it's frustrating.
I've watched a lot of gameplay, and watching people play Among Us is hilarious. Like,
It's fun. I have it on my phone though, so it's kind of hard to maneuver.
yeah.
I wanna get it on my computer now that I have a better place to,
I mean,
you
that
know,
would be we should start an Among Us, like, group where we all
I'd play.
play. That would be legit. That would be so fun. Uh,
That would be amazing. That and
but
I like 7 Days to Die. I've never played it, but I like to watch it.
7 Days to Die?
It's a zombie game.
Oh, nice. There's okay, this is gonna show how nerdy I am, right? So I am all for like when you're playing a game, I'm all for like game immersion and like, whatever. There's this one PC game, it's called Project Zomboid. And this dude, he does a playthrough of this game, but he's fully like in character and like narrated, like it is one of the best playthroughs, and I love the story that he tells. And it's like it's just a dude playing a zombie game on the PC. And it's like hilarious. But no, I love playing Skyrim, and I realized that it's like a lot of people say, "Oh, video games cause violence, yada yada yada." I'm like, "No, it releases violence." It's like I
That's true.
release my violence upon the NPCs and I feel better.
But I seriously remember somebody telling me when I was little that you'd never make any money playing video games, and now people are making
I
millions.
remember, right? Cuz they said I watched an interview. Do you know who I think his name is Ninja? He was like a big Fortnite player. I think he still plays games. Chad will know who I'm talking about.
I think I've
But
heard of them, but I've never
yeah,
actually seen them.
but like he made a lot like he made a lot of money gaming, and he's like one of the first ones and to like get as big as he did. And like that was one of the things where yeah, he got told several times you're not going to make money playing video games. It's like in Fortnite he literally had his own avatar made after him.
I can't even imagine.
I mean, and growing up, we I have an older sister and two younger brothers, and we grew up in a fairly like strict Christian household. Like, it was the four of us. We were, homeschooled and, all that good stuff, and went to Bible club and all that fun stuff. And my parents weren't super keen on us having like video games and whatnot. And we really wanted a PlayStation. We had to convince them that, like, oh, get us DDR because we'll use it for exercise. Like, it'll be an exercise thing. And after it took some convincing, but they got us a PS1 for DDR, but then like we got some demo discs. But like video games were so fun back in the day. Do you remember DDR like with the dance
Yeah.
pads?
Yeah. Um, my mom's boyfriend at the time, his kids had DDR in the basement,
Nice.
and it was like that's all they did.
Yeah.
And
We
all I
I
can
mean,
think of right now is I like to move it.
yes. That is such a good one. That so like our parents kind of turned, because we were homeschooled, they turned our garage into like a schoolroom, and then once we got a little bit older it kind of just turned into like a play game room hangout area. And so like we had our DDR out there, and we would just all be dancing all night to those four little like, just it was awesome. And then once Guitar Hero came out, oh,
I was in the military when Guitar Hero was out.
like when it first came
I
out,
don't know when it first came out, but it was only out a couple of years, and
I
I was in. I don't know. Call of Duty, I think Halo were big on deployment.
Oh my god. See,
All
I
the guys played
remember
Halo.
yeah, Halo was big when I was in high school. Like, oh my god. For those of you who remember Halo parties, where everybody would bring their Xboxes and TVs and you'd have like 2 or 3 TVs hooked up and you had to play like oh I did you ever have Halo parties?
I didn't. He probably
Oh,
did.
man, it was because you had to play like split screen back then, like where it was literally 4 screens. Oh my god! And everybody was always like, "No screen looking, no cheating."
I had
Oh,
an Xbox 360 when that came out, and the only thing I played was Call of Duty. Call of Duty, and I wasn't that great at it. It was just entertaining, and it was when Xbox Live started, and
oh,
we would, my friends would be at another house, and we'd all be playing, and it's like
it's
that was like
can you
2011 though.
can you believe like we kind of grew up in the era of like all this new tech coming out and how far and how much it's advanced just in the past like 20 years or whatever.
I had a Super Nintendo
Those
back
were
in like
awesome.
1990.
Yeah, those were well, I wasn't born yet in 90. I
Yeah,
was 91.
well, now I have it and it's digital. It's all the same games, and
Isn't that weird? It's
it's
like
like
on
the
a
size
thing
of
this
my
big.
hand. I remember blowing in the cartridges to make them
Right.
work.
Even though it clearly said do not blow, you had to make it work
Yeah,
because that's how you got the dust out.
you got the dust out, and then you tapped it a couple of times to make sure all the cards and everything inside the cartridge were right, and then
You had to
shoved it
make
in.
sure you kind of forced it in a little bit. You gave it that extra little push in.
Yeah, you lined it up, and then you went like you were giving it CPR.
Oh my god. Oh, I miss kind of the early days of tech.
I do
I
too.
I will say though, like uh like the PS5, I think the best PlayStation system was the PS3. I think the PS3 was as good as it could possibly get, and now it's just like about graphics and storage.
I had the original PlayStation, and then I had a PSP
Oh my
that I
god.
used on deployment. But the only game I played was Harry Potter,
I
and it was pink. I got it in like Korea or something.
Oh my god, you could get the best electronics in Korea. My current PlayStation 3 downstairs is a Korean PlayStation. I have to have an adapter to play like to hook it into the wall because it's
It
got
was
the two
cheaper over
prongs.
there too.
Oh yeah, it cost me like I think $50. But like and this okay, for the PlayStation 3 back in 2012, that was good. $50 for it was good. But like
Girls in Harry Potter, shaking my head.
oh my god.
I never read the books and I didn't watch the movies, but for some reason I played the video game. Make it
Nice.
make sense.
Mustang McCracken said we used to do Halo parties in college. The study rooms in the dorms had Cat 5 wired it. Nice. And you just all you all lug like and back then the TVs were like this big and this wide. Like, back in the early 2000s. You had to like call that shit around, but it was fun. It was the best.
The only games I really played were like I had a floppy disk. Well, not a floppy disk, a 3 by or a 5 by 5 actual disk that flopped in my Apple IIc in like 89. I
Oh my
played
god.
Oregon Trail.
Oh,
That
that
was
was such okay.
absolute shit back then.
You want to know the sad part? Like this computer is like super high speed, high tech, amazing. And the first game I played was the Oregon Trail.
I have Number Munchers on my phone. I played that in like middle school.
Nice.
That was
Really
like middle school math class.
I mean, it was a good game though. Bad Doug, what's up, Bad Doug, my dude? He says, quit being Megan and look at your chat.
5.25.
I am looking at chat, and I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, my dad reminded me that I had a Wii.
Ooh, I never had the Wii. I wasn't a fan of the Wii because I really only wanted it for Mario Kart.
The tennis and stuff were kind of cool, and bowling. We'd have bowling parties.
Oh, see, the bowling parties I think would be fun. I would do that. But
and IT Goatee corrected me. It is 5 1/4.
Ooh.
So it's 5 1/4 with a hole in the middle.
Phrasing. But like, so they have I think they what?
You broke me, Flex. You broke me.
I'm sorry. I tend to break people. Sorry. It happens. Bobby Bologna says, "Hey Flux, look at me. Just at me." Okay.
That was an awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. See,
I'm looking at you.
I'm one of those people that I have no shame and I do not get embarrassed. Like,
I wish. I'm working on that.
It's kind of bad sometimes. Like, but I call it theatrical. I'm a very theatrical person, but I'm a Leo. So like, hello, sparkle, shine, look at me.
I'm a Libra, so I'm just like balanced and
I know. I was gonna be like, oh wait, you're all balanced and chill and shit. You're Libra.
Yeah, but balanced and chill is supposed to mean that I don't care what people think and I just do me. And for some reason, talking to a camera is still a little like high school speech class.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Like, I know what I want to say, but it doesn't quite.
It doesn't. But see, for me, I've always thought that's just like, I speak way too fast. And so half the time I can't say what I'm trying to say because I can't speak that fast and my brain wants to.
And I do like, a lot of this. Like,
oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to like, it's a lesson in what body language quirks you have when you watch yourself back and you're like,
oh yeah. Oh my goodness. So I typically don't watch myself back because I hate the sound of my voice so much. Like, it's hard for me to tolerate. And so typically it'd be like 5 minutes. I'm like, I can't watch anymore. I have to turn it off. But
so I called into Megan's show one time.
I remember.
I had that information from the congressman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was so embarrassed about how I talked before that I never called in that one of her people on Locals actually recorded Nick's fat shaming in his voice. And he also called Megan into Megan's show and said, because Squid won't call, I have to.
Nice.
And called me out or something. And I'm like, okay, now I have to call. But I listened to it and I'm like, oh, it's like Southern Yooper.
Southern
half Wisconsin. It's half Wisconsin, half like you're trying to be Georgia. And it just sounds like
it depends. Like, I do hear it in certain words for you where I'm like, oh, Wisconsin and Georgia. But that, like, it's a military thing. I'm like convinced. Because I have the same thing where I say a lot, like, oh yeah, eh? And everybody's like,
no, every other word.
You say what?
I say almost more than I drop the F-bomb.
Nice. Oh, don't you know? But I'm convinced it's 100% a military thing because we're around people from every part of the country. And so we'll pick up on certain words that just kind of stick with us, where when we say certain words, we sound like we're from different parts of the country just because that's how we were used to hearing it, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's like I do it all the time where some words just come out and I'm just like, oh yeah. And everyone's like, wait, what? Sorry.
My mom said that I get the hand talking from her. I'm going to call her out. No, I get the hand talking from both of you. Because when I was little, she was going to school to be a sign language interpreter. and my dad
Oh,
was
that's
taking a woman who was
awesome.
deaf. So
Oh,
I
do you
learned from age like 3 or 4 to sign. The
do
problem
you
is I can't remember how to sign completely, but every
oh,
once in a while things get thrown in there like,
I was
okay.
gonna say, can you please teach me? Because I've been trying to learn for so long, and, like, I know a little bit to get by, but, like, there will be times where I'm literally like, I'll just do this, and Mrs. Flex says, "No," like, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Water.
Where did I pick it up? I don't know, but I'll just be like, "Water? Oh, wait, why am I doing it like that?" But it's like, I've done little bits of ASL. I wanna learn, like, to be fluent in ASL so bad.
I was good enough to when I was working at the hospital to the point where when I get a deaf patient, they would assign them to me because if the interpreter didn't show up, we could get by.
Yeah, yeah, but
And there was a couple of times where, like, I would do ADLs with patients, so, like, bathing and dressing and stuff, and they're like, "I don't feel comfortable with the interpreter. You're good enough. I've got it." Like, and I was like, "Okay. I
that's
if you
cool,
think I'm
though.
good enough, you think I'm good enough." But I wasn't good enough to actually take the test to where I could
Okay,
work with deaf patients without an interpreter.
okay.
So,
You knew the
and,
slang.
I have a word here and a word there, and, like, it's like Yoda talk. Your mouth and your gestures don't always sync.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
where I have the problem.
So, I have to tell you something. When I was, uh, learning sign language, the girl who was teaching me, the first phrase she taught me was, "I want chocolate children." And I was like, "What does that mean?" Could she was like, I want is something that, like, you need to learn." And she was like, "Okay, so now we're gonna learn chocolate." And I'm like, "Okay, so good." And then she was like, "Okay, and this is for I'm like, "Why did we just say I want chocolate children?" She was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." So I will forever know how to sign that.
When I was little, before I went to bed every night, I think my memory might be a little screwy, but I'd say my prayers and
Mhm.
then I would sign the alphabet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's like I could be remembering that a little screwy, but
Mhm.
you know,
It
yes,
was funny.
outpost nerd. That's what I was thinking when you said that. That's where my mind went.
I know how to say I want chocolate. So I'm going to leave it at that cuz that's what I want most of the time. But it's sign language is really cool. Ooh, nice. Now I'm wondering if I should like drink a little bit.
I think I've
No,
had
I
more
have to
wine in the past 3 weeks than I have in the past like 6 months.
nice. I
You know,
can't do wine. It makes me cry. It makes me like white girl wasted. It makes me sad drunk.
I don't drink enough to get drunk, so I wouldn't.
Well, okay, that was probably close to 10 years ago. So I could probably drink wine now. It's just the last time when I was, a young, stupid 22-year-old and got like super white girl wasted off. And I'm like, yeah, I should never drink wine again. And I haven't since. Probably should try it though.
My dad, my hand gestures are now for more for punctuation. I can punctuate the end of a sentence like
I
nobody else.
love it so much, Grandpa Squid.
It's only
Oh,
really one gesture, but
you find different ways to utilize it, you know,
caps off a sentence pretty nicely. Gets the
right?
message across without actually saying anything.
It does. It does. Oh, but that's really cool. I like more people need to learn ASL.
I just liked being able to talk without actually having to say anything.
That's fair.
It's like speaking a foreign language when someone else doesn't understand and you can talk about them behind their back. in front of them.
Right? Oh my God, there was this girl in my unit. Her and her sister had made up a language. And she would be like on our deployment, she would be like on the phone talking to her sister in this language that they made up, and we're like, she's talking about us because she's using the other language.
How do you
I was
say, how do you make up a language? But then again,
it was a language her sister, and her mother had like made up when they were kids, and just so that they could talk to each other, I guess. About, I don't know. It was the coolest and weirdest thing. But I was like, I want a secret language to talk to like my friends in, so that
I don't think I have that much time. Who has that much time?
I mean, maybe when you're a kid, yeah, but not as an adult.
That's true.
Learning new stuff is hard as an adult.
Yeah, unless you're doing it with your child, I guess then you have time.
That's fair.
I mean, that would be the only way I could see it, I mean, having the time for it.
It's so definitely. We should learn Klingon.
With the ASL thing.
Huh?
With the ASL thing, Baby Squid watches Cocomelon all the time. It annoys the crap out of me. Oh, it's a children's TV show. Oh. But I actually started watching it instead of just listening to it, and they teach signs.
Oh, that is awesome.
I'm like, she's actually signing as she's singing, and I'm like, oh,
that's neat.
It's not as bad as I thought. Okay, it makes it a little more tolerable.
Right? See, that would be cool, because then you, like, that would definitely make it easier to pick up different things if you're sitting there having to watch it with your child for, like, hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I try to play it as little as possible during the day, just when I need her to sit still.
Nice.
Because she's like, she will literally sit like this and look at the TV, like, doesn't that hurt your neck?
Like, child!
And it's not like she looks up. She literally puts her head all the way back and, like, looks forward. And I'm like, that's just, ew.
Oh my goodness, do you see what ASL Klingon? Ghost Fox, yes. We should learn Klingon. We should learn ASL Klingon. It involves too many swords. Expert in the house. What's up? What is up, Expert? How are you doing?
English.
English sucks. English is hard. Oh my God. English sucks. Who was that? I was telling somebody this the other day, and I'm like, we have there, and there. We have too many words that mean too many different things.
2, and 2.
2, and 2. You
here
got
and here.
Yeah, sun, the different suns, the sun and the sun. I mean, the flower, well, there's different types of flower. But there's only, well, no, because you spell flower Flour, and then flower is Flowr.
Yeah.
Right?
And then if you go from American English to like British English or Australian English,
and you have
spelled different. And
you have gray and gray. How do you spell gray? Because do you spell it the British way or do you spell it the American English way?
Gray.
A is American. E is
bee. I didn't know this was going to turn into spelling bee.
Well, no, because Grey is the British way of spelling gray. It's not wrong. It's just British. So, I mean, technically kind of wrong. Depending on where you are. I love my British friends so much. I love you guys. That was a joke. Yeah, exactly. Uncle Buck, gray and gray. So, oh yeah, there's English Canadian too.
Oh yeah. Is that more like American or is that more like British?
It's more French. Actually, Canadian is more French than British. Brits came here, French went up there.
It's like yeah, I don't know much about Canada. Sorry. I'll call myself stupid with that one.
So here's the thing.
There's Canadian and then there's Canadian.
Well, and there's a debate amongst me and Mrs. Flux where she says I'm Canadian and I say I'm not Canadian because my mom is Canadian. She was born in Canada. She left Canada. I think she has dual citizenship. So that I don't think makes me Canadian. But certain people say that makes me Canadian.
I only think that would make you Canadian if you were born in Canada.
But
That would
if
be what I'd think.
right? That's what I thought.
But I don't know.
But because my mom's Canadian and still, I believe, has dual citizenship.
I don't know.
I don't know. I say I'm not. So I'm going to say I'm right because you say you agree with me.
I just know the American citizenship. If you're born here, you automatically get citizenship.
Right?
Even if your parents weren't. If you were born on American soil, you're automatically an American citizen.
Mm-hmm. And if your parents are
it being much different in Canada.
And I'm pretty sure if your parents are anywhere else in the world, but they're American and you're born anywhere else, you can still claim American citizenship because your parents are American. You were just born outside the country. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I know that's when you're born on a military base outside of the country, but I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Goes for
I believe you
citizenship's a
because I have
weird
no
thing.
idea.
But yeah, wait, hold on. Where did it go? It does. You can be American if you're born somewhere else and you're yep. Okay. So yeah, if you're born anywhere, like if your parents are anywhere, like let's say for some reason you guys wanted to take a year-long trip to like the Himalayas and you have a baby in the Himalayas, but both your parents come back here, they're like, yeah, we just had our baby in the Himalayas. They're like, okay, here's the citizenship.
That makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that totally makes sense. I don't know why I overthought it.
But Flux is half. I don't know if I don't think that makes me half.
Puck chaser.
Although my speech sometimes makes me Canadian, eh?
JKD Buck, that would be a puck bunny. Not a puck chaser. It's a tag chaser and a puck bunny.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I used to work in an ice rink, and the hockey players would call girls that just wanted to date them because they were hockey players puck bunnies.
Oh, interesting.
It's like the military version of it, or the civilian version of a tag chaser.
See, I've never heard that term before either.
That's the girls that only date guys in the military because they're in the military, not because actually.
Oh, see, I never heard a term for that.
Like, they're the type that it's like, oh, my husband's in the army, or my boyfriend's
dependas.
There's a good word for it.
Oh, I love the dependas. The dependas are awesome. Oh man. But we are gonna have to wrap it up soon because I have to go over to Dave's for kind of a pre-talk.
That is fine.
Yeah, but I am gonna send everybody over to that stream so that we can like,
be mad together.
Yeah, be mad and be angry at how stupid and dare I say retarded the DA is in that case.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's probably damaged. He's mentally damaged. He's a walking ball sack.
That's a meme right there.
Right? DA Gravely is a walking ball. I've always called him.
And I thought Judge Schroeder was pretty decent from the Rittenhouse trial, but then I watched him in that trial. I didn't pay attention to the trial as much as I should have because it just made me so angry I couldn't. So I'm watching Broken Baker and the Apple River stabbing. That's another one that's making me frustrated.
Oh my God. They make me want to those children make me wake up and want to choose
Okay, I admit I'm from
Silence.
Wisconsin. I drank a lot at a very young age, but like my parents would have beat my ass if I ever acted like them.
Bro,
And both of
all
them are here to tell you.
they like I'm probably sure the only reason their parents didn't beat their asses is they kind of got what was coming to them.
Ugh.
I'm like, "Oh my god, they got what was coming to them." He defended himself, and you know that last video where he goes, "Oh, I heard someone got stabbed." One, he could be in shock. Two, I probably would have said the same thing because fuck you, cops, and fuck. I'm just saying.
My car
Mm,
got hit the other day, or not the other day, but a couple weeks ago. I finally
mm-hmm.
got my car back this week. But even when the cops were on the scene talking to me, I was the victim of the accident, and I still didn't say anything to the cops that I didn't need to.
Yeah, no, because fuck the cops.
Yeah, like they were on my side. They were nice to me, but anything I could say on that body cam can be used against me, taken out of context, and I ain't having that crap. So I said, here's my license. Here's this. What do you need? Do you need EMS? Yes. Like I didn't,
Mm.
but the guy who hit me was for the whole time. And I'm like, plot twist though, he
Self-snitching.
lived 2 doors down from my mother.
Oh,
So I got my car
damn.
back. I'm gonna just go park in front of my mom's house so he can see my car.
Nice. Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm sorry it's kind of a shorter show tonight, but we are going over to MLS. So go over to MLS, pop in the chat. The show starts at 9 my time. Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 9. So, guys, head on over there, hang out. I'll jump in the chat. I do, like I said, I'm gonna be I gotta, pop in over with them for a minute. And yeah. But guys, head on over to MLS. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna all get super angry together and get super pissed off to the point where I'll probably need some type of alcohol or marijuana or something.
Am I like the only person who's never smoked marijuana in my entire life?
Probably, but I was
According
a
to my
late
father, the answer is yes, but
probably. Like I was a late bloomer because I waited until I was out of the military, and that was like when I was 20 some like late 20s. It helps me with my like pain, and it helps me sleep.
I've still never smoked.
Have you ate though? Smoked
No.
it. We are in the legal sphere. We choose our words carefully. You were very careful to say you never smoked.
No,
Have
but
you?
I did watch someone who had never smoked take an entire gummy one day. I'll tell you the story sometime because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I did watch somebody who, yeah, it was quite the entertaining experience.
Oh dang. Well, guys, we will see you all over at Dave's, and then tomorrow I will be over on with Moxie Dame. We're going to be doing second looks. We're going to be talking about the Twilight Zones episode Talking Tina. It's going to be awesome. And then Monday Minecraft morning, guys, make sure you go over to Squid Pro Quo. Guys, mods, if you have Squid's channel, can you go ahead and drop the link? And you have any departing words for chat?
Nope. Thanks, guys. Always
you're
fun talking to you.
Your camera froze.
Oh no! It made it my stupid rural internet made it so much so close.
Right to the end. All right. Guys, have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other, and we will see you all soon. Have a good night, guys. Bye.